Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all of the praises and the glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Quadash. And double honors to the elder apostles of the great No Stone that have taught us this truth, and to include the elder bishops on down, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Barakatham, to all of the brethren of the household of this faith, and it's your brother, Laban. And I want to get into this interesting news over here, as this individual by the name of William Strauss and his predictions from a book that he wrote, I think in 1997, and he's predicting that, if this or that happens at a particular moment in time, then it could lead to, if this or that happens at a particular moment in time, right, concerning these crises and these events, then it could pave the way for an event to be had in 2026, which we don't know. We're not really sure about that, but we do very well know that a time will come where there's going to be a great upset of the world, especially in America, and that's going to bring in this new world system, which is what Klaus Schwab coined as the reset. So let's get into it. Chilling predictions from 1997 suggest a crisis that reshapes America peaks this year. A decade-old book that claims history repeats itself in predictable cycles and drawing fresh attention for a chilling prediction about the year 26. Published in 1997, The Fourth Turning by William Strauss and Neil Howes argues that American history unfolds as recurring 80-year cycles, each ending in a period of upheavals known as a crisis. The author, who also coined the term millennials, predicted that this turbulent era would culminate in a dramatic resolution around 2026. Their forecast has sparked renewed interest due to several events that supporters say align with the book's warning. The author wrote that a crisis beginning in the mid-2000s would reach a climax around 2020 and then move towards a final resolution 6 years later. Now, we did have the crash of '08, and so we can say, right around the late, early 2000s, that did happen. And then also you had, in 12 years' time, you have what was called the COV era. So could they be right? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Like I said, some readers have linked that prediction to the COV pandemic, while others point to an economic social turmoil over the past 2 years. But the book's vision of what comes next is far from reassuring, as Strauss and Howie warned that the resolution of the current cycle could fundamentally reshape America and could even threaten even threaten the nation's survival. And could even threaten the nation's survival, Strauss and Howie wrote. If the crisis catalyst comes on schedule around the year 2005, then the climax will be due around 2020 and the resolution around 2026. And, I can see his point, because what we're coming close to is the 2030 agenda. Right? We're coming close to the year 2030. Okay? So I can see where he's coming from on this regard as well. There could very well be something being had this year. We'll have to wait and see, like I said. But what we do know is that what he's saying, it does line up with the Bible, because in the scriptures, it tells us that we're going to come into an evil time. And they're going to bring the evil time. Really, it's going to be by the behest of the power of the Lord. But it's going to be by, as they're going to think it's their will, because what? They want to come with a new world system. Hence you get the term auto abkeo, which is a very prominent, important term to the 33rd degree, showing you where their heart's at. Ephesians 5 and verse 16. And this is why we do this, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore, be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Yes, so the will of the Lord in this time is to simply bring doom and gloom. Okay? And that's all there is, that which will be brought. So we can't tell you anything other than that. We can't lie to you and say to you, oh yeah, well, there's going to be a time of peace, and there's going to be happiness, and America's going to go right back to the days of glory. The UK is going to go back to the days of glory, and the whole wide world is just going to be rejoicing because we done came due in economic turmoil, whatever. That ain't going to happen. What's going to happen is that this world is going to get to a point of no return where you're going to have a global shock around the world because of collapses that are going to be had. And the various set of crises which is going to rock this place crazy to include. All right? So that's what we're coming into. Now, Ecclesiastes 9 and verse 12, for man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them. So with us, it ain't going to fall suddenly upon us, because we're going to be very well aware before the evil time came. Okay, so that gives us a great advantage. That's why you must return to your Lord. That's why you have to repent. Because when you repent, you know who you are, you know who your enemy is, and you know the times which is going to come upon you. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Exactly. So the days of evil which the Lord is going to bring is going to be suddenly upon the world that are not watching. But we know, as I've already explained already, Amos 3 and verse 6, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Case in point, there was an evil in the city in Venezuela. There was an evil in the city in Japan. You had earthquakes that rocked them niggas crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's like an example of an evil in the city. But there's going to be greater evils in the city to come. Cities all around. And it's going to be due to the fact that the Lord is going to bring about it. Why? Because of the evil that men do on the earth. That's why. So it's a time and a place for everything under the sun. And yes, a time of peace is going to come. But what the Lord is going to do, he's going to judge those that have done evil. And most of the world is under evil right now. So they're going to get the evil of their doing. Proverbs 16 and verse 4, the Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So Esau is just the whipping stick of the Lord. He's the rod of the Lord against evil, wicked doers of our people, especially. All right. So you're going to have a lot of our people that's going to be taken out by surprise because they didn't see it coming. Case in point, right? I'll be watching the Elder Manatazak Bar's videos, man, about these God correctors. These same people that's meditating on things that they don't understand of the Lord. The Lord is going to give them a holy ass whooping to a point where they're going to be literally taken out of their misery. All right. And the Lord is going to use Esau to get these niggas out the way. So he going to bring the evil day, all right. And that evil day, as well as you can consider it to be Jacob's trouble. Who better than Esau to bring the evil day in Jacob's trouble, being that Esau is against Jacob? Jeremiah 30 and verse 7, at last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So the elect that have code inside with the counsel of the Lord, they that have done right in the eyes of the Lord and everything that which was instructed of them, their reward is that they're going to be saved. So yeah, it's going to be bad. It's going to be terrible. It's going to be life-changing, right? But for us, guess what? We're going to come out of trouble, which is a beautiful thing. Because we've suffered early with the Lord. So that what? We can be brought to peace. We can be brought to salvation, then peace at the end thereof. But see, these jakes, what they want to do is they want to enjoy themselves now. But you can enjoy yourself now, but just know later there's going to be a judgment for not repenting unto the Lord and participating in the the house of mourning, so to speak, which is the brotherhood that it involves this truth. All right. So yeah, man, that's the thing. So the deal is for you to suffer with the Lord now, enjoy later. So that's all I got to say with this. I want to give all of the praises and the glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh Bashmiam Shai Bashim Rakak Radash. And with that, I'm going to close with this one. Shalom.